This audio overview was generated using AI for educational purposes by Carey Family Dental and does not replace a consultation with your dentist. Okay, let's dive into this. Going through the research, I always thought of partial dentures as just, well, fake teeth.
Mm-hmm.
But when you look at a removable partial denture in RPD, it feels less like just filling a gap and more like, I don't know, civil engineering for a broken down mouth.
That is a much, much better way to frame it. It's a functional restoration.
Machine almost.
It is. But the key word in the name is really removable. It's not like a bridge that gets cemented in and stays put. This is something, you take out. It becomes part of your routine.
And that seems to come down to the hardware. I mean, the notes mention frameworks and alloys. I think most people just picture a chunk of pink plastic.
Oh, absolutely. But if it were just plastic, it would likely snap the second you bit down on something hard.
Right. The forces are too great.
Exactly. The jaw exerts a massive amount of force. So while you see the pink acrylic that looks like your gum and the porcelain or acrylic teeth, the real hero is the chassis hidden inside.
So a metal framework?
A metal alloy framework, yes. It's the skeleton of the whole thing.
And that gives it its strength.
It provides the rigidity, it connects everything together, the new teeth to your old teeth, and creates a stable system.
Okay, so if it's this strong engineered solution, why would someone choose this route? Cost is an obvious one. I saw it's often the most cost-effective option for multiple teeth.
It usually is, yes. But there are biological reasons too, and this is where it gets really interesting. Beyond your wallet, think about your face. Your teeth, they act like tent poles for your lips and your cheeks.
Tent poles.
Right. When you lose teeth, the tent, so to speak, collapses inward. Your lips fall in, you get those creases. It can make you look much older.
So the RPD physically bulks that area back out.
It restores that facial architecture. It's providing support. In a way, it's an anti-aging device.
So it's structural support. But let's pivot to the user experience. Because the sources are pretty honest here. This isn't a magic wand, is it?
No, and that's where managing expectations is just critical. An RPD, even a perfectly made one, will never feel like your natural teeth.
And is that because it's sitting on the gum, not anchored in the bone?
Precisely. It's floating, in a sense. Its stability depends entirely on your biology, how good the bone ridge is, the health of your remaining teeth, and, surprisingly, your saliva.
Saliva. I saw that. It acts like a kind of seal.
It creates the suction, yeah. If you have dry mouth, the denture won't get that seal, and it can move around, feel uncomfortable.
Okay, and what about the day-to-day maintenance?
Well, there are two big rules. The first one is a shock for many people. You absolutely cannot sleep in it.
That feels backwards. If it's supporting my face, wouldn't I want it in all the time?
The gum tissue underneath needs to breathe. If you leave it in 204/7, you're just asking for inflammation, maybe fungal infections.
And the second rule?
The food trap. When you eat, food will get underneath it. There's no way around it. So you'll likely need to take it out and clean it after meals.
So the lifestyle change is real. You're cleaning it constantly, taking it out at night, maybe even relearning how to chew.
You do have to be careful. Uneven bite forces can actually torque the device, or worse, put damaging pressure on the natural teeth it's holding on to.
It's a partnership between you and the appliance.
That's a good way to put it.
So if that partnership sounds a little too demanding for someone, what are the other options on the table?
It really depends on the person's mouth. You have fixed bridges, which are cemented to the teeth next to the gap. Then you have implants, which are the gold standard for stability.
Titanium screws in the bone.
Right. And if you're missing all your teeth, well, then you're looking at a complete denture. And of course, there's always the option of doing nothing.
Which isn't really a neutral choice, is it?
Rarely. Doing nothing usually leads to that facial collapse we talked about and other teeth shifting. It's generally a slow decline.
So, to wrap this up, an RPD is a strong, supportive solution. It's good for your appearance, basic function, and it's cost-effective. But the price you pay is daily maintenance and just accepting you won't have your original chewing power back.
That's the trade-off, exactly. Yeah. It restores function, but you have to work with it.
It really makes you appreciate just how complex the human mouth is.
Yeah.
I mean, we take it for granted, but trying to recreate that balance of bone and gum and physics, it's incredibly difficult once the original machinery is gone. Thanks for walking us through it.